It was a cold winter evening in New York City. The streets were bustling with people rushing to get home. Officer James Carter was on his usual patrol near Times Square. Known for his kind heart and dedication to justice, James often noticed the struggles of the less fortunate in his district. One day, he saw a young woman sitting on the corner of 42nd Street, wrapped in a thin blanket, her face pale and her hands trembling from the biting cold. She held a sign that read, "Lost everything. Just trying to survive." Her name was Emma. James felt a tug at his heart as he approached her. "Ma'am, are you okay?" he asked softly, crouching to meet her eye level. Emma looked up, startled, but her eyes carried a mix of fear and shame. "I'm fine," she murmured, though it was clear she wasn't. James offered her a warm cup of coffee from a nearby vendor and sat next to her. "What's your story?" he asked gently. Emma hesitated but saw the genuine concern in his eyes. She began to share how she had lost her job due to layoffs, her apartment soon after, and had no family to turn to. Over the weeks, James kept checking on Emma. He'd bring her food, blankets, and sometimes just sit and talk with her. Their conversations became the highlight of both their days. Emma's wit and resilience shone through despite her circumstances, and James found himself looking forward to every interaction. One evening, after handing her a hot meal, James mustered the courage to say, "Emma, you're stronger than anyone I know. You don't deserve to live like this. Let me help you get back on your feet." Emma hesitated. "Why would you care so much? I'm just a nobody," she whispered. "You're not a nobody," James replied firmly. "You're someone who deserves a second chance. And I care because you matter to me." Tears filled Emma's eyes as she saw the sincerity in his face. With James's help, she agreed to stay at a women's shelter and enrolled in a program to find a job. As time passed, Emma began to rebuild her life. She found a part-time job and moved into affordable housing. Meanwhile, James and Emma grew closer. Their bond turned into something neither of them had expected: love. One evening, as they walked through Central Park, James stopped and took her hands in his. "Emma, life hasn't been fair to you, but I want to change that. I want to be by your side, no matter what. Will you let me?" Emma smiled, tears streaming down her face. "I've always felt unworthy of love, but you've shown me what it truly means." "Yes, James. Yes." Their love story became a testament to the power of compassion and kindness, proving that love knows no boundaries, not of status, wealth, or circumstance. Together they built a life filled with hope, proving that even in the darkest times love can light the way.